Right, welcome to video number 9 of this POS series, how to make POS system in Microsoft Access. That's what we are working on. Today I'm going to demonstrate perhaps the most important form of all the forms in this POS system, and that is dashboard. And dashboard is kind of like a cockpit in an aircraft where pilot sits and operates the aircraft. This is exactly the same concept according to me dashboard has. So dashboard is perhaps the most important screen. This is what your user, the end user, is going to look at 99% of the time. So whenever they will log in, the first screen they will be presented with is the dashboard, and from there they will navigate here and there whatever they wish to do. So we need to be very careful, mindful when we are designing a dashboard. What we would like to see on the dashboard, what we would like to achieve from the dashboard, and that's what I'm going to demonstrate today. If you haven't watched the previous 8 videos, I will strongly recommend you to watch those videos as well. The links for those videos are in the description below, so it will be easy for you to go through those videos, because you will then you'll be with us for the entire journey from the start till finish. So, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell icon so you get notification whenever I upload a new video. Right, let's get started. So to create a dashboard, of course, the first thing we need to do is to create a new form. So I will go ahead and create a new form. To do that, I will go to the ribbon, click on create tab, and then I'll click on form design. Right, now form design, if I'll go to the form view, we'll get rid of this record selector and navigation buttons. We don't need them. Another thing I would like to do is to make this form popped up and the modal mode, and we need to get rid of the scroll bars. Even though scroll bars are not visible at the moment, but we need to get rid of them because this is a single form, and for single form we don't need all of these things. And this is what I called housekeeping. So before I even jump into anything, I make sure that I do this housekeeping. Right, so to do that, we'll go back to the design view, we'll select the form from the corner, and we'll come to the property sheet. If you don't see the property sheet, do not worry. There are 2 ways to go to the property sheet. Either you click anywhere in the form and then you click on property sheet. There you are, right in the property sheet. Or you can go to the design tab and click on property sheet. You'll be presented with the same results. Now the next thing I would like to do, in the property sheet you can see selection type is form, and that's the correct selection type. And in that we will go and we'll make auto center yes. We will turn off the record selector, we will turn off the navigation buttons, we'll turn off the scroll bars because we don't want scroll bars. This is a single form, and usually for single form we don't want scroll bars. Another thing I would like to do is I will go to the other tab and I'll make pop-up as yes, modal as yes, and this we don't need it because we're not dealing with any record entry here. Now the next thing I would like to do is increase the height of this form to perhaps 18, right? And let's increase the width, and I would like to keep the width to 37. Okay, right here we will come here, so 37 centimeter is going to be the width. Now I would like to have a header, so right click here and go to the form header and footer, turn it on and collapse it a little bit. We'll collapse the footer a little bit as well. Right, if I go to the form view now, there you go. So form is popped up, form doesn't have the record selector, navigation button, or any other extra thing. The one thing is missing, and that is I would like this form to be maximized. Whenever this form is open, this form should be maximized like the way you're looking at right now. And to do that, we will have to go to the design view, and we will go to the event tab, onload event. That's what we would like to do, onload event. So click on ellipsis dot and double click on code builder. In here we'll type a small single line of code, do cmd dot maximize. That is it. That's the code. Let's debug it. All right, now let's save the form. So we'll save this form as dashboard F, right? F stands for form. Hit enter. Now if I'll go to the form view, boom, it goes automatically to the maximized position, and that's what exactly we were looking for. Now what we need to have on our dashboard, that's very important. And from the design perspective, you need to look at what would you like to have on your dashboard. You don't want too many things. You don't want cluster of tabs and buttons and here and there. It should look nice. It should be functional. It should be easy to understand, easy to perform some sort of operations, and at the same time we should be able to see some sort of information being displayed on our dashboard. Remember, as I gave an example at the start, it's similar to the cockpit in an aircraft, and think from the user's point of view. So what your users would love to see on the dashboard, what your users would love to have on the dashboard. So think from the user point of view. So when you will start thinking from the user point of view, then you will get some ideas that what should you have on the dashboard. According to me, what you should have is all the different buttons to operate your data or operate your application. So for example, if I will go to the design view here, for example, we will see that of course we have the different forms that will be used for the data entry. We have the different tables in which data is going to be stored. So basically all of these tables, or maximum number of these tables, should be accessible from the dashboard itself. So for example, if a user would like to create new category of the product, they should have a button here instead of going to 10 different screens and then finding an option to create a category. That's pathetic user interface according to me. Should be easy for the end users. So we should straight away have a button that says create a category, simple as that, or categories, and then it should present list of categories, and then you can modify those categories, you can deactivate those categories, you can create new categories. That's what the concept is, making it easy for the end users. So that's according to me, the easiest the user interface is, easiest to use, easiest to look at, the more your user will love it while they are using it. If you'll make it complex, if you'll make it like 10 different hidden screens, they're going to hate it. And I've seen systems or user interfaces from big software companies, and their user interface honestly are just crap. According to me, this is my own point of view. All right, they are brilliant systems, but their user interface are so difficult to navigate and so difficult to create or change record or modify record or something. So difficult to do that. Anyway, let's go to the categories, employees. So how many tables we have? So this is how I look at generally. I may be wrong, the way I'm doing it I may be wrong, but I can tell you it's functional, it's practical. So I have done this before as well, and I have created a POS application, and in that I've done in a similar way whatever I'm demonstrating. I'm not an expert, I'm going to tell you right now. This is a disclaimer. I'm not an expert in any way or form but I have done some practical mistakes. I love making these things, and that's why whatever I know, I'm demonstrating. Whether it's advanced level, expert level, or just intermediate level, or just beginner level, that's you who will decide. But I'm demonstrating whatever I know. Simple as that. Right. So how many tables we have that we would like to access from the dashboard? We would like to access the categories. We would like to access the employees information. We would like to access the expenses information. We would like to access the invoices. The user should be able to click here, get the list of invoices. Will be able to search for the invoice if have to. User should be able to get the list of orders by clicking a button from the dashboard. User should be able to go through the payroll. Of course, we will build in some of the functionality of control, who should be able to have payroll access and who should not. That also we might do down the line. User should be able to click somewhere and look at the products that are available, created, or create a new product. User should be able to look at the purchase information. User should be able to look at the suppliers information. All of that a user should be able to navigate from the dashboard itself. According to me, that's the fantastic user interface, and that's what I'm going to demonstrate today. Right. So what we are going to do, we are going to make little boxes with buttons. So we'll have some icons in those boxes, and then we'll have a button where user can click and then can navigate, and it should be functional. It should not be only for the demonstration. So in this video, I'm going to create roughly 10 or 11 tiles with buttons, and those tiles will have icons and buttons. Buttons will be used, of course, to navigate. And then we will have two list boxes on the right side. One list box will show the orders for that particular day, right? And one list box will show the inventory status of different products. So if a user would like to check quickly if for example a customer walks in, think from the user point of view. So user is sitting and he or she has this POS system open, dashboard is open in front of him or her, and customer walks in. Customer say, hey, do you have this particular product? They should be able to search right from the screen itself and should be able to tell whether they have any inventory or not. So that's the functionality I want to build in the dashboard right away. It's too much work. It looks like too much work, and it is, honestly. It is not a simple thing to do, but we'll try to do it as quickly as possible. And to do that, I've done the preparation before I came in. So what I did, if I go to my Word file, you can see I've done the preparation. I've done all the preparation, like tiles, width and length, distance from the top, distance from the left, and what are the list boxes. So this preparation will help us to move on very quickly and make these things. If you would like to have this, you can take a screenshot of it. You can pause the video, take a screenshot, and then use the same if you are practicing along with me. Otherwise, if you're just watching, keep watching. Watch till the end, please. Right, let's go to the design tab, and in here, let's choose a rectangle. Let's paste rectangle here, and let's go to the format, and in here we will change the width and height. So width and height is 5.079, same height 5.079. so same width and height of the rectangle. From the top it should be 1.397, right? That's what happened. Oops, sorry. I have to select this from the top. And from the left, first column is 0.192. That's what from the left. Okay, So I have this because it will make things easy for us, will make things quickly. Otherwise we'll just be taking it here and there, and then it will make it will make us very difficult to make it things. Let's have a little picture here and a little icon, right? So which will make us, so first style I would like to have is a create a new sales order, right? This is what the main thing is. So every time a new customer walks in, there is a new request from the customer, we should provide this functionality to create a new sales order. And let's have a picture. To do that, we'll go to the design view, and we will go to the picture bound object, no, not this one, image right here and right here. Now it will ask you to go to the pictures I have already saved. So these are the pictures I have, and I would recommend you to have these pictures or icons downloaded from Google. Perhaps please make sure that they are not they are license free to use. So we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so we have a nice icon, right? Cool. And we'll go to the design. We'll have one button here, and that button of course will be used to click on and then create a record. So we'll create a button, click on cancel. Width should be exactly the same. The width of 5.079 is the width. Okay, you can change the shape, and all right, we can change the caption, create sales order. All right, we'll change the name of button as well. So btn create sales order. Make sure you give a name of to these objects, otherwise it is going to be difficult later on. Shape outline will change the thickness of the shape outline for this button. All right, so we'll so from the left 0.192 will 0.192, so it should be aligned. Now if I'll go to the form view, there you go, looks nice, right? This is just we are just getting started. Okay, and later on you will see that it will come along very nice. So we'll go to the design view. Before even you go ahead and duplicate these boxes, I would like to recommend you that you in the first tile you do all the settings, you do everything whatever you would like to do, then you copy and paste and simply just replicate everything, change the icon, change the fonts and color combination, whatever you would like to do. So if you do that, it will make your life easy, right? So let's change this 5.079 5.079. okay, right. And in here I would like to have a icon as well. So we'll go to the picture here. Well, okay, this is fine. Okay, general. Cool. Now let's select both of them, paste it, paste again. So third tile is created. Now let's see the second box or second tile should have the distance from top 7.302. So what's the distance? 7.20. So 7 point, oops, sorry, my bad. right, and the third box or third tile, that's the distance from top, so you will select. All right, we want to make sure that it looks nice, and to do that we have to make sure that the distance from top and distance from left should be exactly same for all the tiles that we are going to create. And distance from left, the first column distance from left is 0.192 centimeter. Select all, and in here, all right, cool. Now if I'll go to the form view, boom, all right, looks good, but there's this problem. We have to make it smaller, this picture perhaps. So 5.078, 5.07. Oops. Right. .079, that's good. Make it 5. Five. All right, cool. So we have an image that represents what kind of tile it is, and then we have got buttons. Of course, not every image or every button is going to be same. We're just creating a first row and then second row and then third row, and then we will change everything. So copy everything and paste it just to make things easy, right? So we'll change the position from left, and for the second column, position from left is 5.674 centimeter. So in here, there you go, and we'll see the first box position from top. Okay, 1.397. We'll just select the box. There you go. We have to make sure that everything looks nice, and for that reason we have to go down to the even the smallest centimeter, and we have to adjust everything accordingly. So button from the top 6.497, in here from the top 6.497, exactly the same. So second tile, the distance from the top 7.302 centimeter, 7.302 centimeter. For this button, the distance from top is 12.402 centimeter. So 12.402 centimeter. Select both, and distance from the left for second column is 5.674, exactly the same. The third tile, we are going to select the distance from top 13.291, right? And for this button, distance from the top is 18.286. There we go, little lower than that. Okay, right, exactly same width, height, exactly same distance from left from the top. So this is what I'm talking about. Should look nice, should look pleasing to the eyes. All right, let's make another column. All right, and here we go. So what is the distance from the left for this column? We'll look at the third column. Distance from the left is 11.173 centimeter. Let's say because of copy and paste we have increased the height of our form. All right, now let's adjust the height of these tiles. So 1.397, 1.397, 7.302, 7.302, perfect, same height. 13.291, 13.291, 13.291, great. 11.196, and the third column 11.173. that should be the distance from left. So select all. Right, little closer. We'll go back to the form view. It's very important to every time you make a new column or new change, you go back to the design view and just have a look whether everything is okay, everything looks fine. And according to me, yes, everything looks fine. And let's make another. So these are 9 tiles. Let's make another tile and we'll change the height. Top from the top, what is the distance? 1.397. that's the distance from top. What is the fourth column from left? And that is this. From the top for the button, the distance is 6.497, 6.499. okay, just a little bit. Right, so we have got 10 tiles, 10 buttons. Now we need to change the picture of each tile and then the name of each button, so we can proceed next. Right, so next, since we have the sales order, first tile, second tile I would like to create for the list of sales order. So for example, if you would like to search for any sales order for yesterday, day for yesterday's sales order, or 10 days back sales order, or one particular sales order number, you should be able to have a list, and you should be able to, user should be able to search for that particular sales order. And to do that, we will change this button, list of sales orders, okay, and then we'll change a picture. So picture, this time I have already saved a picture, so we'll get a list of sales orders. Okay, I know these icons may be a little boring as compared to other, but this is just I'm demonstrating, so you can choose a fancy icons and you can have it. All right, so btn list sales order. Okay, we'll perhaps change the icon. We'll have a binoculars. How about that icon? Yeah, because we're searching from the orders. It's just I'm randomly choosing. Let's change, what do we have next? Let's have invoices, right? List of invoices. So if you want to see a list of invoices, you can search for invoices. So let's change the name of this button. So BTN list invoices. This is very important to change the name, because I mentioned this couple of times, why it is important to do. And here we go, list of invoices is done. Next, what do we have? Well, next we will have sales order is done, invoices is done, list of sales order is done, products. Okay, so let's have products, list of available products. Okay, change the name of button, BTN list products. We'll change the icon to binoculars. All right, cool. Next, let's have perhaps categories. How about categories? Yep, after products there are different categories. So list of product categories. Okay, BTN list categories, and we'll change the image to binoculars. There we go. Next, what do we have? See, this is how it makes your life easy, so you don't have to do one by one for each tile, and then once you make a tile, first tile you have to design and everything, then you copy and paste. Make your life easy. So we have invoices, we have sales orders, we have products, we have categories. Now let's go ahead and talk about expenses, right? Expenses. So you want to see your monthly expenses perhaps. Let's change the name to BTN expenses. Just expenses. That's the name I came up with. Expenses such as, electricity bill or whatever expenses that are occurred during one particular time period. So that's what I'm talking about, expenses. Right, after expenses, what do we have? Let's have employees, list of employees. Maybe that grocery store or supermarket has a lot of employees working, and so you got to have a list of employees. Let's change to the binoculars. Binoculars I'm choosing because it is for search, it is indicating for search. So BTN employees, that's the button name. Next, what do we have? Let's change the image. So we have categories, employees, expenses, invoices, list of orders, products. We have, let's have, what else? Payroll. After employees, of course, we have a payroll, and payroll. So we'll change to payroll, and binoculars. We'll change the name BTN payroll. Next, let's have purchase. So for purchase, we will have BTN purchase. That's the name. Oops, sorry. That should be the button. BTN purchase. And we'll say here purchase orders. And the icon will change binoculars. All right. What do we have next? Next. Suppliers. Well, when you're talking about purchase, from where you are purchasing? Of course, from the suppliers. Right. List of suppliers. Let's change the icon to binoculars. Let's change the name BTN list suppliers. Right, let's right click, save it, and let's go to the form view. Nice, isn't it? Well, to me it looks nice. I don't know about you. Now let's do one more thing. Let's change the color of this background. This is full white, so let's make it a little grayish. And what else? We'll go to the form view. Some pictures doesn't have the white backgrounds and some have the white backgrounds. Well, this is what you have to deal with. So you have to select pictures or icons that are suitable. Well, we'll make it white, looks nice. In our case, we have all the tiles available, we have all the icons, we have all the buttons which user can click and navigate to the particular record. Now let's make two list boxes here. One list box is for the today's orders, that will be called, and one list box will be for inventory, right? Well, we need to make another tile, perhaps that tile will be today activity, and then another tile for reports. Remember, we will have reports created for this POS system as well, so it's very important to do that. Let's grab a list box, and in here we will choose a list box. We'll paste it right here, we'll cancel it, and we will go to the and see the dimensions. So 8.118 centimeter, that's the width of list box. Okay, what happened? Right, and the height is 17. Oops, every time I forget to select. Right, and from the top distance 1.39. Come on. All right, here we go. We'll get this label here and we will type in here list of today's orders. Okay, and then later on when we are doing VB programming, I will bring today's orders record here on this list box. Let's copy it. Let's make paste another list box here where it is copied, perhaps on the left side. Yep, we'll bring it here. And what I would like to do is change the width of this list box. So you see here, inventory list box. So width, the height remains same, width only we will change it, and it goes here, width There we go. We'll bring it on the right side. Increase the width, and we will go here and horizontal anchor, we will make it both. Now let's go to the let's change the list of orders to inventory. So user can search for inventory. Okay, we'll have a search box as well somewhere here, so it will be easy for user to search for inventory if they wish to do so. Right, now we have our tiles, we have our list boxes, and what else? Let's change the back color. So the back color code is this. I've done all the preparation. So if you will prepare, it will be easy for you to actually go ahead and design, and you will increase your efficiency by a lot. Boom, there you go. Nice, simple and nice. That's what I like always. Simple and nice design. Okay, so these are the different tiles, and we have a list box, and which will show the list of today's orders. So for example, whatever the date will be, on that particular date the user will be able to see the orders. So they will create order, and that order will be displayed here as well. So in case if they want to see anything, they will double click, and we'll provide the functionality to double click on that order and go to that particular order. And then for the inventory also, they can search for any inventory, which will have a text box here, which they will use to search for the inventory. So if a customer walks in, asks for particular item, they can type the name of the item, and they can see if the inventory is available in stock or not. Right, that's the functionality for this inventory list box and list of today's orders we will provide. Now next thing I would like to do is I would like to make a welcome message here, and I would like to say that welcome and so name, right? So the person who has logged in, their name and their ID as well. So ID is going to be used, or perhaps not used, but at least the welcome message. We would like to have a logout button here, and later on there are a few more things also I would like to have on this dashboard, and perhaps we would like to have year, month, so it will make our functionality. So I'm going to provide a lot of functionality, and to do that we are going to refer to our dashboard. For that, let's take a text box and let's put it here, and let's type in welcome, and in the text box we'll present the name of the person when they will log on to this system. Okay, we'll make it bold. We'll increase the width, right? We'll increase the width. So, and we will make this enabled no, locked yes. Okay, we don't want it to be editable. Let's change the name as well. txt username. Of course that will be username, whoever will be logged on to this system, right? So their name will be there. Let's remove the outline as well, looks bad. Okay, shape outline transparent. Now boom. Okay, let's go to design view. Let's copy that, paste it. And the reason I've copied is because we'll provide year and month. And now you might not know the importance of it, but trust me, they are very important. And I'm going to use them in reporting, for reporting purpose, perhaps not perhaps, exactly, I will use them for reporting purpose. This text box, month. Okay, let's stack them so they are on the same size. Oh, we don't need to do that. Let's remove the layout, and it will be called txt month. All right, there you go. I'm going to change the location of year and month. Of course, we're not going to keep them here. So change it and bring them on the lower bottom side of the form. And we will keep them, we will change their vertical anchor to the bottom. Right, year and month, good job. Now let's make a button for logout. So we are just creating structure today. We are not doing any VBA programming. VBA tutorials are coming up, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe to the channel if you have not yet subscribed, and I'm sure you will get some value out of it. Logout, btn logout, that's the name of the button. We'll change the icon. Let's look for exit. There's one icon, exit. Yeah, general. Change the width of it and perhaps a little bit of height. Let's bring it on the extreme right side, so this button, logout button, will remain on right side no matter what. And to do that, we have to change the anchor, horizontal anchor, to the right. And here it is. This is the final, not structure is finalized. Well, of course, as I mentioned, icons, you can have your own icons. The way I demonstrate it, it's simple to have a new icon. So of course you can Google it, license free pictures and icons, take it and then use them on your dashboard. And I think this is pretty much enough for users to handle their day-to-day operation for any kind of user, whether they are admin, whether they are salesperson, or whether they are from finance, they look for purchase orders or payroll and everything. So that is the dashboard, and this I wanted to demonstrate in this particular video, and I hope that you have learned something, and I hope that you have liked this video. If you have liked this video, smash the like button, hit the bell icon, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so you get notification whenever I upload a new video, and tell me in the comments below whether this was useful for you or not. Okay, in next video I'm going to demonstrate a list box, not list box, a dynamic form, I call it. Why I call it dynamic form? Because you see these buttons here. When you will click on these buttons, you need to have a pop-up window in which you will be able to search, you will be able to modify, you'll be able to create new record. So that form holds a very important value according to me, and I find that as a very useful form. So that is coming up in the next video. If you want to have that, if you want to see that as well, then stay tuned and subscribe to the channel. Well, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.